Okay guys, in the second episode of this series, the maintenance of my bike, I'm doing, as I mentioned on the other video, this service, the 18,000 kilometer service, approximately 12,000 miles, yeah. I mentioned that I've got the service book, yeah. I'm gonna show you on the screen with more details. So now what we are going to do, we are going to change the oil and the oil filter, yeah. So for this service, we've got the original genuine Honda oil filter 1030, yeah. We've got a filter K&N. We need a number 12 spanner, yeah, socket number 12. This is a 1/2 inch, but I also have the 3/4, yeah. This is a 12 mil. We need this filter, oil filter tool in order to remove it. The K&N filter has already a number 17 here, so you don't need that. That's one of the reasons I bought it. I think it's the same quality as the genuine one, and also it does have like this number 17 here, and when you are traveling, when you are on a trip, it's a lot better because you don't have to carry the filter tool here. So you have to drain the oil from this screw here, yeah, this plug, and this other one here. They are both number 12, yeah. And then once you drained it, you can remove the oil, right? Before you drain the oil, you have to start the bike and let it idle for about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, so that all the dirt on the engine mix up with the oil. And then once you drain up this residue, yeah? So we are going to start the bike now. Let's it idle for 5 minutes, yeah? Nice. Now we have like 4 minutes 40. I think it's already enough. The engine is warmed up. Yeah. I must remind you that once you drain the oil, it's always prudent to wait a little bit until the engine cools down, because it's an aluminum engine, yeah. If you might take the risk of, when tightening the bolts, you cause a damage on it. You should never tighten bolts with a warm engine, yeah. This is only to drain the oil, so you let it drain, let it wait a little bit until everything is drained. You can leave like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you come back and then you tighten the bolts. Also, it's important to mention that the oil change is not one of the recommended things to do on the 12,000 mile, 20,000 kilometer service, yeah? You can see here, engine oil and filter. There is not. I always change the oil and the filter every 6,000 kilometers. This time I ran the bike for 9,000 kilometers, a little bit beyond. But I always change with 6,000 because it's a good practice, you know. For your engine, it helps it to last a little bit longer. So let me show you from here. So you have to remove this plug here. This is the number 12, yeah. Let's do it. So let it drain completely. You can open it this in order to make it run faster. It's not going to help much, but you know. A lot of oil, yeah? Africa Twin uses a total of 4 liters of oil. So now we are going to remove the second plug, which is placed just here, yeah, just on this place. So let me just try to show you. Okay, there it is. It's quite brown, yeah? Okay guys, now we are going to remove the oil filter. So I'm going to use this wrench here, 1/2 inch, number 19, yeah? Number 19, not 17. And this filter tool here to remove it, yeah? This should always be sort of hand tight, yeah? The manual says something like 26 Newton meters. But you know, you should like, there it is. So guys, one thing that you should do, you tilt the bike a little bit, yeah? You see? Still a lot of oil coming off the bike, yeah? Either you do that or you can place on the side stand and then you drain a bit of the remaining, yeah? I'm sure that in a lot of dealers they don't do that. They put on the elevator, center stands, let it drain for 1/2 hour, and then, you know, they put it back. They don't remove all the remaining oil that it's within the engine, yeah? So now guys, we are going to put back the plugs. We've got the plug here is already cleaned. This is the old washer. Let's put it aside. Let's grab the new one here. Now you're gonna grab the filter, yeah? There you go, brand new. So I'm gonna grab a bit of oil. I've got the 1030 from Mobile, which is the same brand as Honda, yeah? Here in Brazil, they're the ones who make it. You put a little bit here, because I'm going to oil. The service manual on page 312, section 3, page 12, it tells us that the torque for the drain bolts is 30 Newton meters, yeah? And for the oil filter is 26 Newton meters, yeah? So we've got the parameters, let's use them. But remembering, if you're not sure, if you don't have a torque wrench, don't over tighten the drain bolts, and the oil filter you can do with your hands, yeah? Okay. Okay, 26, it's torqued perfectly. Okay guys, now you make sure that everything is tightened again, do a second check, and clean up. You know, there's always a little bit of oil here because you placed oil on the rubber, yeah? Clean up. And then you're going to start the process of placing the oil inside the engine, yeah? I always like to do a small hole here, not a big one. I'm not sure if this. And the final one, totaling 4 liters. Four liters of oil. Yeah. Now you can remove it. The manual also says for you to check this rubber, this O-ring here, if it's okay. Well, the bike is 20,000 kilometers, so it's still okay. Clean it up. Yeah. Close it. Right. So I left the stick here, and the oil is already showing on the mark. But we have to start the engine, let it run for between 3 and 5 minutes. Turn off the engine, wait 2 minutes, and then you check the oil. Let it run for 5 minutes. So the oil indicator will show on the dashboard. 4 minutes. Yeah, it's enough. Between 3 and 5. Turn off the bike. Let's wait another 2 minutes. So guys, let's check the mark now. So you remove the stick. So it is okay. So guys, job done. It's not very difficult to do. It takes a little while because you have to wait the draining of the oil. You have to wait, a bit. You have to be a bit patient, but it's quite easy to do. You can do it at home, yeah. And remember, it's always advisable to change your oil every 6,000 kilometers or approximately 4,000 miles, 3,000 miles, yeah. Even though the manual says otherwise. This is just because, you preserve your engine for longer. Okay, so everything okay, job done. I hope you enjoyed, and then I'll come back with on the next video with the air filter. Before I finish the video, just an observation for you guys. The color of the oil was dark brown. We have 2 indications with this. The oil was quite dirty, should have been changed with less mileage. I changed this oil with 9,000 kilometers. I should have done with 6,000, or even less. The second one is that the oil had a dark brown color. That shows us another indication that the bike has been run on bad quality petrol, yeah? Especially with water. Here in Brazil, we have in some regions a lot of ethanol on the petrol, yeah, and ethanol produces water. When you have like water in the petrol and you run the engine, it tends to turn the color a little bit brown. Had it been light brown color, like a creamy color, it would indicate coolant going into the engine, a leakage on water pump or something going into the engine from the coolant, yeah. This is not the case because it was more tending to black than cream. So this it's a message to advise you that it's important to look at the color of your oil, to diagnose and see possible problems with your engine. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I stimulated you to do the service yourself. And any questions, please leave your comments below. I'll be more than pleased to answer, yeah? All the best.